Second and 14. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Here's Keenum. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to...
Why you don't play with the Cowboys?
Yeah. Because the Cowboys suck.
And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight.
The Cowboys are very bad. I play with almost every team.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important.
That's what my dad just said.
Ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're able to get this one across.
Dad, you still there? You still there, Dad?
So here's a first.
That is true.
This is Newton.
But at the same time, it is Cam Newton. I only use him because he can run and he can throw very far.
Chewing up big yardage, another nice game.
And I like Christian McCaffrey.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
My dad said I'm playing with the Carolina Panthers and their quarterback is Cam Newton. He said that Cam Newton is a word. And I'm not telling your business, Dad. This is Keisha.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision.
Oh my God. How dare you say that?
Additional yardage.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. First and 10 at the 19. Cam fakes the give and keeps it.
Can Prescott do that?
On the quick throw. And he'll...
Yes, that Keisha Dad.
Hey,
you want to talk to her? Here. My dad wants to talk to you. He can just hear you through my microphone.
Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
What do you want? You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle.
I'm going to try to call him real quickly.
Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
If we're getting that call, that's me. I don't know what my number is, but that's me.
Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2.
Hey, quarterback D-line, get that.
Throwing again is Newton. The quick slant.
Oh my God!
And he is not going to get in here. So
I'm challenging that. I swear I was in.
Does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field,
I don't
if you have that
video
much
chat.
time to throw the ball,
Oh, okay.
so it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover.
You want me to voice chat you?
Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away.
I'm a lay school. I don't do that mess.
Oh.
And a good...
I just... Well, voice call you.
And if you do a dive into the 2019 season, you know that things just not so rosy in the nation's capital football-wise for the Redskins. 3-13. Jay Gruden let go back in the middle of the season, but now a new man in charge, Ron Rivera. What did you think of the hire?
I thought it was a spectacular hire for Washington because, to me, Ron Rivera would have been the leading candidate in Washington, in Dallas. Okay, I mean, you know, in Cleveland, wherever there was an opening, save Carolina, where he just got let go. To me, he was the top candidate. A professional who played in the league, so he'll be respected that way. He'll be respected as a head coach who took his team to a Super Bowl. First thing he did, got rid of the ping pong tables in the locker room.
Are you getting the voice calls?
New man in town, new discipline in town. But I really think this was a home run hire for Washington.
And I'm with you, but isn't it interesting how the today he's not good enough for us anymore, but other places they would love to have him.
And I think a lot of that has to do with whoever owns the team, or if there's a new person making decisions above the head coach. Because if that person had hired Ron Rivera, might have stuck with him through a small downtime and knew he had a great coach. But oftentimes when you're the owner and it's your first hire, you really want to hire someone yourself.
This
And when there's
defense
an
has to
opportunity,
get better
you
on
take
the
it. And
corners.
that's why Ron Rivera is no longer in
It's
Carolina.
definitely a run.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
First down, here's the run with Peterson.
Boom, baby.
And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
No more running.
On second down now, it's Thompson.
What?
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks
Let's go.
that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain? He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready
I'm
to
gonna show
begin
you why I
their next
use-
drive. A touchdown would tie it. They
Yeah,
trail
beat it.
13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10.
Watch that.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
No other quarterback can do that but
They'll
Cam
toss it
Newton.
for it, and this is gonna
I don't
be
think he's
caught.
good, and I'm not trying to defend him, but no
23
quarterback can
yards
throw
in the play.
straight directly
We often with
hand
Cam Newton
bullets
talk a lot
like
about his
Cam
legs,
Newton
but forget
can.
about that arm.
That's the only reason I
He
kind
can
of use
throw
him.
it on a rope. He can loft it.
Ready, he throws kinda fast. That's what I like.
His career, but the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Key.
A
Better
loss
than
of
Patrick
2 there.
Mahomes.
2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you
Oh,
got to
Chris
know.
Hogan switch.
Defenders, if they get a free shot,
Come on,
at the
7-11.
QB, they want to take it and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the
Wait, is that Chris Hogan? Curtis Samuel. Okay, he has a lot of speed, it seems like.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Newton and Olsen here with a connection. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Come on, see what she's doing.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Newton to throw.
I know you got that, but I can just
choose. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On 4th down, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They fake the give. Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking
Watch.
a whole lot
Can Dak
anyway,
Prescott
when he
do
gets
this,
that
Dak?
kind of a start and comes through.
Are you still watching? Nope.
He goes to the defensive player.
Now Newton. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Ooh!
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that
Perfect
sets up a 1st
on the
and
run.
goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and
Come
make
on,
something
Hogan.
happen.
You
On
didn't
that
lead
play,
the
he was able to
Patriots
get
for
on the
nothing.
run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, that's
Come
just
on,
tee off
man.
on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews, so I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in.
Oh,
and he got it
man.
on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Keenum's throw going to be caught by Richardson. And he's got this down to the 35. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Keenum now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now it's Keenum. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Keenum. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. It's hauled in by Doxson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Pick your game up.
Keenum to throw again. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game, as we'll send you down the coast. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too, as we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Keenum now. 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Here's Peterson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
He's not going to get me.
Now Keenum. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And we see his collection of highlights. He's always so tough to cover.
He really is.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to rifle one. Deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the jump ball.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s. So a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. They'll run on 1st down. It's Peterson, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Keenum looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Hopkins.
Exactly. How? That's exactly how I feel. 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 That's exactly how I feel.
Extra point following the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
That's how we do it, baby.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The throw is Newton. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do this, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running backs, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back,